So, doing some more maintenance. I'm gonna change the cam sensor because I see it's kind of leaking, so I assume the seal is has gone bad on that one. So, just got a new one because EVO things always have to have an extra one. So, gonna install that one. And then also, as you can see, my water temp sensor for the gauge was ripped off. So I bought a new sensor right here. So just going to wire that up super quick, pretty easy, just white and a black wire. So just match that up with this one, and that's about it. Alright, got both sensors on, new ones. This one was a 14, and then that one just has a 10 mil on the bottom. See right there. But yeah, that old one, the seal looked kind of bad. But yeah, pretty simple. Now I just gotta move on to replacing the transfer and transmission fluid. It's one thing that I haven't done, but I'll be doing that soon. So I just replaced the spark plugs. These are the old ones. As you can see, they weren't too bad, but yeah, always good to place it. Just wrote down the mileage just to remember when I did it. And yeah, I mean, all I needed was a 13/16 socket, and then just needed, this is a 6-inch extension, and yeah, pretty easy to take off. Just remember the orientation of where the coil packs are, and then which one of the plugs go where. But yeah, very easy to do, so pretty nice. So draining the gear oil, it looks pretty new, so it looks like it's been recently changed, but I'm just gonna go ahead and replace it. I have a Redline MT90 that I'm going to put. So I checked the transfer case, and it also had pretty new fluid, but that one looked much cleaner, so I'm not gonna change that. I'm just gonna leave that alone. So I'm just gonna do the transmission. Super simple. The drain is 24 millimeter, and then the fill plug, which is this one, it's a 17 mil. So it's super simple to get to, pretty easy. I'm just gonna kind of siphon this through here, and I think it takes about 3 quarts or 3 liters. So yeah, just gonna wait until all this drains out. I have the car level, so should be fine to fill. Alright, so got the new fluid in, put some thread sealant on both, just so no oil will leak out. So yeah, ended up taking 3 quarts, or about 2.8 liters of fluid. So yeah, basically once the fluid starts dripping, that's how you know that it's full. So yeah, pretty simple. Yeah. So I've been working on fixing the power steering leak. So I had to take out the power steering cooler, which is 210 millimeters. There's one on that side, and then one over there. It's not focusing, but so basically they're four 10 millimeters that you have to take off. And yeah, and then you just have these 4 Corbin clamps, and then here's the hose. So right now I'm gonna head to Napa and get the replacement clamps and the hose, and that should be it, really. Alright, so got the new power steering lines in. Yeah, I didn't want to use these kind of hose clamps, but I couldn't find any of the like the Corbin clamps. These, I couldn't reuse these old ones because they were already like stretched out. So yeah, I just ended up using regular hose clamp, but also bled the power steering. So yeah, she's all good. Gonna take the car for a test drive, see, make sure nothing's leaking anymore. So today I'm gonna replace the valve cover gasket. Here's the new OEM seals. So yeah, it just looks like I have to remove the top timing cover. Just a couple bolts over here. Remove this breather, I guess. Remove this one as well. Obviously take the coil packs off. But yeah, it seems pretty simple. So I'll go ahead and start doing that. So I got the valve cover off. Looks good internally. Also, belt looks pretty good too. So now just gonna clean the RTV that's around the head, and then also just clean up the valve cover, and then I'll start putting the seal. Also got some Honda Bond for the corners of the valve cover, like right here, just so it doesn't leak. So yeah, gonna go ahead and do that now. So basically on the service manual for the EVO, it says to put some sealant right here, this spot, right there, and right there. So yeah, no need to put it on these and all around. Whoever serviced this did that, and yeah, it just makes a mess. Alright, so got it all back together. Pretty simple. Just gotta be sure that the gasket doesn't fall off when you're like putting it in, because it does tend to kind of like come off the valve cover. So just be sure on that. And yeah, it's pretty simple. Just believe there was 4 bolts here, and then these 2 back here, and then there's 6, these 3 here, and then 3 over there. Then you just take top timing cover, bolts off, and then this for the wiring harness, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Super simple, and hopefully should be sealed now. No more leaking from the valve cover. So I just installed these rain visors. If you guys ever want to get this for your EVO, it's basically a 2001 Mitsubishi Mirage sedan. They're exactly the same, and actually fits pretty good. Looks nice too. I don't know, I just really like how the EVOs look with the rain visors. I've seen, like the stock one, but I think this looks pretty good. Just got it on eBay, so yeah, pretty nice, and fits right up. So I just got a intake for the EVO. This is the Apex I air filter kit for the EVO. Specifically, why I got this one is because it comes with the adapter to the MAF. So yeah, basically comes with the filter. This is a heat shield, the adapter. These are mounting brackets, and then all the required bolts that you need. Comes with an instruction manual, obviously in Japanese. So if you don't know Japanese, you can't read that. And then came with 2 stickers, pretty nice. So yeah, it's a pretty simple process to install it. If you look in the manual, I mean, it has pictures so you can see how to install it. So yeah, that's what it looks like. So this is the old filter. It's HPI filter. Yeah, so take it off. It's just these 4 bolts, 10 millimeter. And to take it off the intake, if you have a stock one, it's just this Phillips clamp, and that's basically it. Then you can take it off. So I think the bracket, one of them is gonna go right here, and another one on this hole. But I'll show you guys how it is. So just got the plate installed to the MAF. It's a pretty nice plate. Has the Apex High logo. So yeah, next you just put this gasket right here, and then you put the filter. So you just have to match up the holes. I believe it's like that. Yeah. Yeah. Then gotta install the brackets. So might do that first before continuing, because I think it might be bolted onto here as well. So might have to loosen this and then put the bracket. So here's the filter and shield all mounted up. So what's best to do is get these brackets installed onto the filter, and then the other one, I don't know if you can see it, but it's right down there. It's right there, right there. So just get that mounted onto the filter housing, and then just kind of tighten everything up. And then you can still move this even after you tighten, it'll still move. And then that's when I would like align the brackets to where it mounts onto the body. And yeah, I mean, clearance wise, it's kind of close, but it's all good. It works fine. So yeah, that's pretty much it, how you install it. Really easy. So I finally decided to upgrade to the Brembo brakes that I have. It's pretty simple. I started off with the rears because I felt like they would be the hardest. But basically what you got to do is there's the stock heat shield right there. So basically it's just like spot welded around the hub. So what I did is just I got like a screwdriver, one of those, and then just started like hammering out the spot welds, and yeah, just went around, did that, and broke loose and came off. Then it's pretty basic. Just put the new rotor, obviously the brakes, the caliper bolts right in, and then just bolts right in also to the brake line. So it's really simple, really plug and play, which is super nice. This is the old brakes, but yeah, it's a big difference that you can see the size of the rotor. I'm not sure if I can get it, but yeah, it is a little bit bigger, so it's pretty nice. And then you're switching from a one pot to a two pot, as you can see right there. So yeah, the nice thing is that these calipers are rebuilt. Rotors are in pretty decent shape, so that's why I just decided to put them on. So yeah, got new pads, and then these brake, I don't know what you call these, like that holds the brake pads to the caliper, are too short. So luckily I have the stock one, and basically all you do is put this through here, and then you just hammer this, and yeah, it stays. So it's pretty nice, just a little thing to look out for. But yeah, so just gonna finish up. Gotta just put the pads, and then yeah, then I'll move on to the front, and then after I'm done with the front, I'll bleed the whole system. So got the old rotor off, and you can see the slight difference, the slight bump in how big, much bigger the Brembo rotors are. So yeah, good thing with the Brembos is that they're 4 pots, and this one is a 2 pot. So really simple. Gonna I don't know if I need to keep the this heat shield. I might be able to. If not, there's these, I believe it's a 12 mil that you can just take off. So it's a good thing about the fronts is you can just take it off. Super simple. But yeah. Alright, so just finished installing the front rotor. Pretty simple, same thing. Luckily I didn't have to take off the heat shield on this. So yeah, you can see that it clears a lot and it doesn't interfere with the caliper either. So yeah, just got the pads and got it all in. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Now, just gotta bleed the brakes and then I'm gonna take it for a test drive, see how the brakes feel. I finally decided to mount the tires onto the EVO 8 wheels and I'm gonna install it on the car. We'll see how it fits. Might rub, but we'll see with the height if I can run it. So got the wheels, got the brakes all bled, and you can see the clearance is it's pretty tight, but it works. I mean, these are, oh yeah, oops, forgot to tighten this, but yeah, they clear. So yeah, pretty simple. One thing though, when you're bleeding the brakes, so you want to start off with the farthest side. So for this EVO 4, it would be, this side would be the farthest from the master cylinder, and you want to bleed the outside first, then the inside. Then you go to the driver's side and bleed outside, inside. Basically outside, inside for each side. So you do that, driver's side next, and then you do the driver's side rear, and then you finish off with the passenger side front, and that's how you bleed it. So yeah, pretty simple. Just takes a little bit, but yeah, just gonna put the wheels on now and take it for a test drive. So, been driving, and yeah, these brakes are pretty good. Yeah, this thing stops pretty hard compared to the stock. Super nice.